For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Ready to get this thing started and open the season. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll give it to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Puts it out of the air. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Wade. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Flips it out on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Jennings. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
At the 7-yard line, brings up third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll do it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Back to pass on second down. Touchdown, South Carolina! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Motion from the wide receiver.
Timeout, UCLA.
The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Wade. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You can flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Bruins are flying down the field. They go to the ground. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Now the play fake. Right on the money. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out. And that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse? And do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Punt is on its way. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Horns. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Hook 'em, and they hooked a W in this one. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Turning it on! Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback extends the play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll go to the air. Get it out on the screen. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. A 1st and 10 for this offense. To the air on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Rhodes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted them. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Take over. 1st and 10.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Safe completion on the screen. Crosses the 45. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Hansen. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Wide open downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
On 2nd down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. Right down the boulevard. And they've regained the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. One more snap coming before halftime. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 14.
The Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll leave it with him. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UCLA.
caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
South Carolina, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds a man on the left. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
South Carolina, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going over the top. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Man pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And you talk about catching the defense sleeping. They did not think they were going to throw it to the fullback. He breaks loose, wide open for the huge gain. Nice play by the big man.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Handoff from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle box. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another day.
It's a draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Right on target the 1st time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. Good right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Turns it on in midfield. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Gets the back moving. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
They've been running it, but now the pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jennings. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Bruins come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Pulls and throws off the RPO. pushes through the tackle. He'll work his way down to the 28.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Flips it out to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Takes the easy one to the back. Turning it on. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That was the only place the quarterback could go with the ball. Finding his back out of the backfield, just couldn't make enough guys miss, and now it's fourth down.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finding open areas. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. He's piled up 112 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And the Gamecocks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground. He's got it again.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Extending the play. There he goes. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. They're working that left side. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
After that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, and make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
It is perfect. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Caught over the middle. It's Wade. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. 4th down, picking up the 1st, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Time to take a shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Bruins! They move on top here in the 4th.
And at this stage of the game in the 4th quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have been racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going right to work up top. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I like it. Very smart defense. Understanding the clock. Understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep. Breaking on the football. Making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
That's caught. It's Wade. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And why would you not go back to it? I mean, he's caught everything thrown his way. He's been the focal point of this offense. They need a play late in the football game. They find him again. If I'm this defense, I got to make sure I'm doing everything I can to take him away.
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And the Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB?
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, UCLA.
The Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.